Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Eakle. Well, we're on the hunt now for, that's right, fungi, mushrooms. Have you ever been hiking, hunting, fishing, and you come across a mushroom and you're just not sure if you should touch it or let alone eat it? Well, there's a group here in Utah that'll tell you everything you want to know about fungi found in Utah.
It is so good to have all of you here. There's a lot of interest in mushrooms right now.
Meet the Mushroom Society of Utah. This is their annual fall foray where they gather to discuss mushrooms and introduce those new to shrooms to the pastime of foraging for fungi.
The Mushroom Society was started in, I think, 1993. There are only a few of us that are left that are charter members. I'm one of them.
Don is a past president of the society and an author of a book on mushrooms found in Utah. He is also leading our excursion into the Hiya Winners in search of shrooms. No, not those edibles. Many of these are poisonous, but a few you are able to eat without the hallucinogenic side effects.
That's typical of the Uintas. Anytime you find water, you're going to find mushrooms nearby.
Despite Utah's desert climate, the high mountains get enough snow and rainfall each year to make them rich hunting grounds for mushrooms.
Right here on the other side of this little pine.
Everybody want to look at this one? That is a Pseuilus breviipes. It has pores on the bottom surface rather than gills, and the cap is kind of a bronze tan color, and it is an edible mushroom.
Any idea how many species of mushrooms we have in Utah?
I've heard numbers of like 5,000.
Wow.
And that's not unrealistic at all.
Yeah. And how many of those would be considered edible?
There's definitely a rush of the mushroom.
Popular edibles, we probably have no more than a couple of dozen. That's an Amanita.
With odd names like Slippery Jack, Plums and Custard, and
any idea what that is?
No clue.
No clue.
It's a mushroom.
even poison packs.
It also looks like a restaurant.
It's imperative that you learn about mushrooms before you gather them.
You can take out the one page that you want.
A great way is through the Mushroom Society, a book, or a mentor like Dawn.
Those look like honey mushrooms. That's probably growing from wood, so you might have trouble getting it out of the ground.
Your first honey mushrooms?
This is our first everything mushrooms.
I mean, if they don't come in a package from Costco, yeah.
Yeah, those mushrooms get 2 to 3 inches in diameter. Yeah, when they're mature.
And a fairly tasty mushroom.
They're absolutely one of the best.
They're absolutely spectacular.
Sarah is so fascinated by mushrooms, she named her daughter Amanita, after a mushroom, of course.
Fungi is where all the awesome is. The more you study them, the more you realize that they are truly spectacular and bizarre and wonderful. And so now I'm trying to do more of this.
With her.
With her. Which is always an adventure.
This looks like to me a bluing Belleek.
Yeah?
Should we cut it in half and watch it turn blue?
Okay.
It may take a few minutes. It's actually turning color as the oxygen hits. See, it's turning right before your eyes. See that?
Yeah. It's starting to go blue, isn't it?
Now this one is not edible, or it is? Or it's questionable?
It is edible.
Oh, yeah.
Mushrooms actually bloom much like a flower does at certain times of the year. They are a fruit of an intricate root-like organism called mycelium that lives buried under the forest floor and offers nutrients to all other plant life.
You still fascinated by them after all these years?
Oh yes, absolutely. And it's really neat when you get outdoors and you find stuff that you've either never seen before or seen seldom.
Yeah.
Well, if fungi is your thing and you want to learn more about the mushrooms found in Utah, check out Don's book, Mushrooms of Utah. If you want a copy, just look for under Mushrooms of Utah on his Facebook page, get a hold of him. He'd love to send one out to you. Hey, more here in a moment, but first, back to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.